Good afternoon. My name is Chris Haro, and as a fellow Christian, I know how it feels to be living in such a great country where we can practice any religion here and have the freedom to do anything we want. And unlike other countries around the world, just like Okinawa, Japan, there are other countries just like that who cannot practice religion in the city or anywhere near it. For example, at my church, Calvary Chapel Into the Light in La Habra, my pastor knows a friend of his who is a pastor in Okinawa, Japan, and he has to travel an hour and a half to go to his church almost 4 times a week just to go and be a pastor and preach. And it's tough to do that, it is. But this happens around the world because religion is very tight and it's not welcomed a lot in different countries. Not only is Christianity one that's not welcome, but another religion is the Islamic faith. There are many countries out there that are similar to us that they cannot be practiced because of what they believe in, and because if they do, there are situations where they could be hurt or death could even happen, which exactly happens in the Middle East sometimes. So I'm here to inform you about the Islamic faith and how they are similar to us in 3 ways, just like I just did one of them right now. 3 ways they are similar to us Christians. One is how they get treated in America, just as we do. Second, I will inform you how they are spreading around the world, just as we are as Christians. And third, I will inform you how they share their faith as we do. So living in America, I'm going to be redundant because it's so great to live in America because we have the freedom of religion and freedom to do anything. However, there are limitations because there are different propositions and different governmental statements that happen that restrict and make us look down upon sometimes. I'll give an example, Prop 8. A lot of people have different opinions on that. And it is true, us Christians, we do have our beliefs, and because we live in America, we can have our belief, and we can believe this. And what we believe in, we can do this. But people who live in America who are not religious, they look at us differently, and that's okay, because we have the freedom to do what we want. But similar to us, the Islamic faith. I'm here to tell you how they're similar and how they get treated. Good date, September 11th, 2001. Ever since that day, ever since the 2 towers got crumbling down, that day the Islamic faith were scared. After that, they were so scared to live and go on the streets because they would get accused. They would get mixed up and get accused as terrorists. They would get accused of being killers. And because of that time that happened, they were living here. Most of them got hurt. Death occurred in America. Very sad times. And just because of that date, it still affects us now, too, 11 years later, because we are still at war and we're still going on different situations in and out of America and in the Middle East. And they get treated differently, just as we do in America. And it's very sad, but it is true, and they get in positions where they really don't want to. So they're similar to us by how they get treated in America, but which leads to me to the next point of how we are so growing in America, how we're so growing around the world, even though we get treated differently. So in this next slide, I will inform you how the Islamic faith is similar to us, but how they are growing. And this is an example of the Middle East. As you can see, the green color is the different countries of where the Islamic faith is about almost fully populated with Islam. The peach area shows you about 50% or more are populated with Islamic faith. And the colorful one, like up there, Kazakhstan, is 25 to 50% of Islamic faith are living there. And this is an example from the article from Jeffrey Jost in his article of the Fundamentals of Islam. This showed 6% is rising between 2006 and 2010 of the Islamic faith, of how they are growing. They grew 6% just as us Christians, we grew 10%. And they're similar to us by how they grew in this section, because us Christians, we also grow. In the same article from Jost, he said, 33 out of all the 6 billion people that live on the earth, 33% of them are Christians, 21% of them are Islamic faith, 18% of them are any other religion, and 15% of them are people who do not have a faith or any religion. So if you add those two together, the 33% of Christians and the 21% of Islamic faith, that is 54%. Of all the 6 billion people, 54% of them, a little more than half, are religious and believe in Christianity or Islamic faith. But how is that? I mean, we get treated differently, but yet we start growing. It's funny when people ask us Christians and also the Islamic faith, how are you believing in this if you have no facts? Like, where's the facts at? We don't have facts. We have beliefs. And if you want facts, I can show you the percentage again. We can't tell you the facts, but we can show you how we grow. That is how they're similar to us. We grow in certain ways around the world, and that's how we grow. So third, I will inform you how the Islamic faith are similar to us by how they share their faith. They share their faith like us, just going around explaining stuff. But not just explaining, it's kind of difficult to explain. But I will just give you an example how people who look at Christians picture those guys standing on a box, looking down at you with a megaphone saying, you need to repent, or you're going to hell. Right? Everyone knows those. Everybody knows who they are. But that's not how we are. That's not what we do. Some people do that who are religious and who are Christians. They do speak like that in different forums, in different places. This is wrong. That's almost like coming up to you and saying, here, eat this sandwich. You're like, why are you going to tell me to eat this sandwich? I don't know what that is. Right? Like, why would I eat that? But for us who are religious, the Christians and the Islamic faith, we come up to you and say, oh, I just came from Subway. I just had a fill on, but I won't finish the rest. I am full. Would you like the other 6-inch? It's right out of the oven. It has ham, turkey, cheese, pepperoni, lettuce, tomato, onions, fresh out of the oven, toasted on wheat bread. Doesn't that sound good? I just told you I just got it. I just ate the other half. And I'm going to share it with you. That is how we share our faith. We speak in parables, as we like to say. In the great book of the Bible, first 3 chapters of the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, Jesus spoke in parables in almost every chapter, but in a lot of the very first 3 chapters. And this is how we present ourselves to other people. The sandwich represents our faith, and represents Jesus, if you like to know Jesus and our faith. We're giving you information about it and how great it is. I'm full. I want you to have a bite though. This is how we share. We share you guys and show you how good it is. And I'm good after I ate that sandwich. I just ate. I feel good. This is how we share it. The Islamic faith is just like us. They share their faith similar to us. Because they know about Jesus and they know the way. That is how they share similar to us. So in this speech, I have shared with you how the Islamic faith is similar to us in 3 ways. They're similar to us by how they are treated in America by different events that happen. Second, I informed you how they are spreading around the world just as we are, even if there are no main facts of our beliefs. And third, I informed you how they share their faith just as we do, and how we do not try to force it upon anyone. It is up to them, and if they want to take a bite and have a piece of what we believe in. We as Christians need to remember that the Islamic faith, they are similar to us, but many different in many different situations also. But they believe in Jesus, and they believe in the prophecy, and they believe in all that. And we need to remind them, we cannot judge another religion. We need to remember that facts are there, and we know the way, the truth, and the life. And that's Jesus. Thank you.